I help those who want to build a world of truth. I assist those who want to build an ideal world. I freeze everything around and eat people and Pokemon. Welcome to Pokemon Memes. I take big Pokemon and make it little. Doduno. Yo. Wait, these are like pre-evolutions. This is sick. So we have Doduo, but it's just one. Doduno. Minix, which I guess is singular Onix. Low key though, that's pretty much Diglett fused with Onix. Dude, look at Lappy. Yo, that thing is adorable. What? And then Tropit. Yo, instead of a banana, it has a blueberry. That's actually fire. I do think a lot of Pokemon deserve more evolutions and pre-evolutions. Lapis and Tropius are certainly some of them. Help, this clip has me on the floor. I can't stop replaying it. Is Blastoise just cleaning a car? Wow, this is so great. It's sparkling. That's not all. Give your old Chemex. Oh God. Yeah, he's... Oh my God, now it's a convertible! Okay, car dealerships definitely need a higher Blastoise after that. That's kind of like a superpower. It's actually literally a superpower. Petition for a shiny Ditto to always transform into the shiny version of any Pokemon. Wait, that's not really a meme, but that would be sick. That would be really cool. I always thought my spirit Pokemon was Infernape, but it might be Swampert. Go touch grass. My brother in Christ, I can't. That's a good one. That's actually good. Grass is 4 times effective against Swampert. GG. Bro literally cannot touch grass. What's your favorite Pokemon? Don't use their name. Mine is Kick Chicken. Okay, mine is Sombrero Head. That one's probably pretty obvious though. Had me tweaking as a child. Me. That thing looks like a tree. Obviously, it's a grass type. Quilava. Use Ember to weaken it. It's not very effective. Literally every single kid, even adult, I don't care who you are, if you ever played Pokemon, you must have thought that Sudowoodo was a grass type. It always confused me. Apparently though, somehow the Pokemon that is literally a tree that you have to cut to get through it is a rock type. Make it make sense, Pokemon. Come on. Which of your favorite Pokemon is like this? This is mine. Actually, my favorite of them all. Me. Protagonist Pokemon. We have Greninja, Pikachu, Gengar, and Lucario, but we shove all of them away to get to Galvantula. Okay, Galvantula is not one of my favorite Pokemon. Low-key though, I do love using them in competitive for whatever reason, but I guess my Pokemon in this case would be like Camerupt. Even though it's one of the worst Pokemon ever, I love him. Yeah, I shout out Camerupt. He gets no love. Nobody loves Camerupt except for me, I think. Comment down below what your Camerupt Pokemon is. Let's at least match the chibi style art. What it is, what it could have been. Okay, I gotta be honest, I don't even like that one. I get it, like it fits the art style of all of the other NPCs in the game, but I don't want to Rayquaza following me and have it look like a 2-year-old toddler. This looks too much like Animal Crossing to me. But I will say the original, it does look way too small. Like Rayquaza shouldn't be this small compared to a person. That doesn't make sense either. Make it make sense. I don't know what to put here. This is terrible. This isn't what I wanted at all. Then what the heck were you expecting? Ocean pals with Origin Kyogre and him riding off under a rainbow in sunset. He is the leader of Team Aqua though, so surely he would still enjoy this. In fact, I feel like he should like it even more because it's like his home territory at his peak dangerousness. Oh God, what is this? Purple Cliff enters chat. Krogunk was like, dang, she kind of bad. I'll let it slide this time, Brock. Anything you need, just let me know. Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Go ahead, Krogunk! Go ahead, Krogunk! Spit your stuff, kid! I'm not gonna lie, if I was around Cynthia, I'd probably have that same reaction. Dude, not to be weird, but Cynthia's kind of bad. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. She does have like Umbreon ears though, which is, you know, that's a little something. Cynthia Lopunny, Cynthia Lopunny. It's a close toss up. Can you imagine the crunch? Wait, what? So Blaziken loves this Torchic, Sceptile is crying because of the Trico, and Swampert is eating his children. Huh? Why is he eating his little Mudkip babies? I don't even get it. Someone explain. This dude letting Squirtle play on his phone while riding the subway is the backbone of our society. That is pretty adorable, I can't lie. If I had a Squirtle, I would let him do that too. That is actually like one of the cutest Squirtles I've ever seen. Looks like a little baby. He's holding it like a baby. That is adorable. Do you guys think Squirtles pee? Or do they just like use a water gun? to get everything out. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't pee and they do use water type moves to just get the liquids out, that if you ask a Squirtle to fill up a glass of water for you, that you're then drinking his fluid. You know what? I'm not gonna think about that. We're gonna move on here. Haircut. Girl's haircut be like, okay, go ahead, go voir. Primarina Tinkertown. Screaming Tail actually looks pretty awesome, I can't lie. Boys, barber. Hey, yo, you like the cut? Me. Yeah, bro, this is gas. Okay, and Rayquaza looks like a noodle. That is honestly facts, though. There have been so many times I've gotten haircuts that I've hated, and then the barber will ask me if I like it. I'm just like, yeah, dude, it's sick, thanks. Here's 40 bucks. What did I just witness? Hey, this is Pixelmon. Wait, no, this is Cobblemon. Shout out Cobblemon. Oh my god. Wait, this is sad. No way that's actually its death animation. What? No way that's Mousehole's death animation. Bro! No, that is actually so sad. What? Who did that? Who allowed that to happen? Who do I have to message to ask who did that? Bro, the baby went into the mama's arms and they died together. And the other baby laid on top of the dead dad. That is actually so sad. Good meme though. That is a good meme. 10 out of 10 meme. Would meme again. Legendary parenting. These are my babies. Do not touch my babies. I love them. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. If you interrupt me from my nap one more time, I will drag you three to the bottom of the Mariana Trench and drown your very existence. No, it's about right, actually. I always thought of Lugia, for whatever reason, of being like the nicer of the two between Lugia and Ho-Oh, but that is pretty objectively not true. Ho-Oh revived the three legendary beasts and treats them like his actual babies. Shut up, I love him. What is this? Torterra sucks competitively. He was my first Pokemon. Grass Ground is a horrible typing. He was my last Pokemon against Cynthia and won. It has a naive nature. I named him Twiggy. I gotta be honest, I was a big Turtwig and Torterra guy too. I think Turtwig was probably the most picked grass starter of any starter ever. It's just so adorable. How could you not pick it? Plus Torterra has a freaking tree growing out of him. Like, that is epic. It's just a shame that he's not a very strong Pokemon competitively. If he was, I think Torterra would be one of the most beloved Pokemon of all time. But in order to be one of those Pokemon that is like really well known and really well liked, you do have to be very strong as well. You can't just be adorable or cool looking. When I try to philosophize with my cat, what is my reason to live? Meow. You're right. I see now the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that was pretty cringe that I just read that. The fact that I just said meow on Alien, I just did it again. The fact that I'm doing that in front of people makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay, I don't like doing that, and I don't like that I had to read that meme. I'm giving that meme a 2 out of 10 because I didn't like reading it. But it is kind of funny, I can't lie. Venting to animals is definitely a thing that gets you nowhere because they don't respond, if you guys didn't know. And apparently Mew can't respond to Mewtwo either. Dustoir, you two are coming with me. And he grabs Shinx and Vulpix and just shoves them into the wormhole. Wait, what game is this? This game looks awesome. Is it like Mystery Dungeon? I've never actually played Mystery Dungeon, but it kind of looks like it a little bit, I think. Guys, what game is this? I really want to play it. Best Halloween costume ever. Yo! Wait, this is actually fire. What? POV, you're at the Halloween party and Reggie Ice shows up. That is sick. Very unpractical costume though. Like, bro cannot fit through a singular doorway unless he goes through sideways. Excuse me, Reggie Ice coming through. But 10 out of 10 for creativity and execution. All of us at some point. Pokemon and 7-year-old me. Your Pokemon wants to learn a move that doesn't reduce HP. Oh wait, you're serious? Let me laugh even harder. All right. Wait, I don't even get it. Pokemon wants to learn a move that doesn't reduce HP. Am I the only one that didn't want that? Is it saying like moves like Double Edge, any move that has recoil that all kids would want? I guess it makes sense. Like, as a kid, for example, Giga Impact was like the coolest move ever because it did 150 damage. And you're like, dude, that is epic. What? Turns out when you actually grow a brain and a frontal cortex, you realize that the move's really not that good because it's a 2-turn move, and 2-turn moves generally are pretty poop. Totodile will be like, a fire? Not on my watch. Let's see. Totodile, please. He just wants to help. Oh, we got a Flareon.
Until it became a mighty inferno.
Yo, wait, Flareon's crazy. Have you guys ever done like crunches or push-ups in your living room and then your dog just comes and starts licking your face? I feel like it's one of those moments. Like your dog's just trying to help. Your dog doesn't understand that you're trying to work out and try to be productive. Instead, it's like trying to help you get back up. It's like, come on, dude, get back up, please. When really you're trying to get something accomplished, trying to get something done. Poor Totodile, he doesn't really know what's going on here. And neither do I, to be honest. I don't know what in the satanic ritual that was about. Maybe Totodile's on with something. Maybe we shouldn't be lighting up an entire forest on fire. Really cool. Wow, your Pokegear is impressive. Did you hear that, Lugia, Guardian of the Seas? Gina says my Pokegear is impressive. I don't really get it. Is she flirting? Is she taking it as flirt? But either way, go ahead, kid. Strut, yo, strut. Show off that Pokegear. I have some Pokegear, one sec. For some reason, though, nobody ever tells me that my Pokegear is impressive. Am I doing something wrong? I guess they take donations. For a non-profit organization, the Poke Center does surprisingly well. Yo, wait, that's actually crazy. I never did think about it that way, but the Poke Center is rich. They are federally funded and probably get millions, if not billions of dollars every single year. I mean, if you think about it, their job is pretty crucial. They do revive Pokemon from the dead. Well, I guess they're not dead, but they're fainted. You get my point? That is kind of like a superpower, so it makes sense the government would want to fund their Poke Center as much as possible. But that is where all the tax dollars are going, to every single Pokemon resident. Articuno use Blizzard. My Blastoise. That is kind of what I picture Pokemon looking like when they are frozen. His last moments before frozen, he's like, no, don't. Poor guy. He couldn't stop it. True story. Larry being a flying type trainer is a subtle reference to the fact that he wants to jump off a building. Okie dokie. Larry did seem very depressed throughout the entire Pokemon game, so maybe it's true, but definitely pretty sad to think about. Anyway, boys, if you did enjoy today's Pokemon memes, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click right here to watch another awesome video.